Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. Here we are again. I like to eat 2 meals a day. I wish I could. I wish I was comfortable just to go and eat a hamburger out, but I don't trust the food handlers. One time I took this chemistry class, and on day 1 of the class, we had to learn how to light a match. You know how the kids' parents told them don't play with matches? Yes. One of my 9 lives. Okay, I want to make some fry bread. So one of the things I did right was the whole month of September, I was incredibly cheap. And also I didn't use my air conditioner much because I was being incredibly cheap. Like right now, drinking 25-cent Diet Shasta Cola. And I didn't buy ice today. I said, no, you're going to just put your Coke in the freezer and, get by as best you can. So, I was cheap all month. And I just can't look nice when I'm hot. When I'm sweating, when my brow is sweating. That's funny. Those are my best videos of hell. Yes. A lot of times, in my life, people would go, how do you do it? Well, I just suffered a lot. That's how. And that's exactly what I've been doing here in California. It is hot. And it's been hot, and it's not cooling off until November. It never does. But I don't remember being incredibly cheap to the point where I would actually be uncomfortably hot. But this year I was. And so, I have some warm water. I have pizza mix and some warm water and some oil. And so I'm just going to make myself some tasty flatbreads. Because flatbread is good, that's why. And so if you have like some homemade bread or something, that's going to make your whole, I'm just going to make one. I don't need that much bread, I'm not the thinnest person I'm not the thinnest person I've ever met. That's just too bad. How many people's grandmothers are thin? That is just abnormal anyway, I'm 67 years old. I'm just lucky I'm alive and healthy. So I'll just use a little of my pizza crust. I should use flour, but that's not what's happening. So I was incredibly cheap. Well, basically I have all my money. The only money I spent was a little stockpiling food all year. That's about it. And so what I think we better do is, how I was being extremely cheap for the month of September. Well, we better just keep it up for the rest of the year, because chances are, right now, the COVID is respiking in. Remember, we were watching Europe? Let's see, I wrote this down. The coronavirus cases rise as Europe nations reopen. So as they tried to reopen, there were spikes in the UK, Germany, Spain, and Italy. And another thing people did, the best possible way if you want to catch the coronavirus, travel. Because people were sick and tired of it. They wanted to go on a little trip, and they paid dearly. So what I'm doing, I would like to go back to work. I haven't worked since March. What I do is I buy stuff in thrift stores and then I sell it. But it's just not worth it to me to catch the corona. So now I'm going to fry my flatbread. 1 piece is enough. And the other thing I did right is I did exercise. Miserable as it was. And I have basically gone nowhere, you guys. Absolutely. I've gone to Walmart, I've gone to Target, and I've gone to the 99-cent store. Let's see, have I gone anywhere else? I don't think so. I went to a couple thrift stores, but you know, it really wasn't a good idea. But I did buy some nice stuff when I went. So I made myself some crispy baked chicken. Ooh, my flatbread's turning out good. Sometimes it just does. Let me see. Yep, this is one of those times it's coming almost out perfect. All right, I had one. Actually, this looks good. I had one. I better not drop it. Look at this. I had one Walmart chicken breast left. It's nice and tender. I don't know why. I bought something at Walmart, you guys, and I really love it. I wrecked my rubber gloves. I dropped them in water. Have you guys ever seen this stuff? What I do with it is I don't follow the directions. What I do is I just mix half flour and half this stuff. I melt a little margarine in my pan, and then I, ooh, I almost forgot about my flatbread. And then I, yummy. So, oh, shoot. That was the best looking flatbread I ever made. Well, it's very late, so hey, that's what happens. So now, on these flatbreads, you really don't need butter on them because I just fried it. But if I have a little jam, uh-oh, that would be good. Uh-oh, technical difficulties. And then I have some beans. So what I want to do is I want to be incredibly cheap. I want to pretend that this is the last week of the month. All month, just like I did last month. And then, you know, at the end of this month, this October, I will have all of my money, except for a little money I'll spend on food. So what I have is, I have 1 can of pinto beans, and then I bought a big package of bacon ends. Now I'm going to freeze my bacon ends tonight or tomorrow, whenever I get around to it. But what's good about this is these are some nice meaty pieces of bacon. And, you know, there's fat too, but you can take the meaty part out and put that in your bacon, in your beans. And so that's going to give you a much better batch of beans. I'll show you. Where is one? See, here's a piece of bacon. See, there's a nice little piece of bacon in there. So I have, you know, my old method of beans. I didn't drain them. I added water, dry onions, and now I need 3 things: salt, pepper, and sugar. So you might be going, well, you know, I don't like sugar in my beans. In the world of beandom, you need a little sugar. I don't know why. It's like, why do you need salt, pepper, and sugar in stir fry? You watch any video straight from the motherland in Vietnam, and they will have salt, pepper, and sugar. Well, beans are the same. So let me see if I can show you. You can make these from scratch in your crock pot. So as the economy opened back up, that is when the COVID struck in Europe. So it'd be the same thing here. So if you have the option not to work, if you're retired, that is a big advantage. Sure is boring though. I remember when it first started, I thought, wow, who can stand it? Well, you just have to. So my beans are good. So you might be going, well, what is that? What kind of dinner is that? Well, it's actually really good. And I stockpile jam. So you guys, this is a cheap little meal. Really cheap. I think I figured out these Walmart turkey or chicken breasts were about 75 cents each. This is my last one. Last month, I did buy, here's my flatbread. I did buy legs, and legs are $2 cheaper than breasts, so I might do that again. I don't know. It'll come to me. Mm. One of the reasons we want to be cheap is because we're probably going to be headed for inflation. Inflation is a general increase in prices and fall in the purchasing value of money. A dollar is a dollar, but if a 50-cent can of soup is $1, then that is an inflated price on your item. And the soup is an inflated item. But, you know, you can always eat. Where's my yellow flower ring? That's the cutest. Oh, I wore the green one. I collect these. But if I was broke, I could always sell these lovelies for $3. Okay. You never know. You know, you could be sitting around like a fat bug one day and be on your you-know-what the next. Okay, now about a recession. So, you know, is it a recession? Yes, it is, and I'm no economist. A period of temporary economic decline during which trade and industrial activity are reduced, generally identified by a falling GDP, gross domestic product, in 2 successive quarters. So in the last 6 months, have we been recessed? Yes. All right, now, let me try this chicken and I will tell you if it tastes good. I had pretty good luck with these Walmart chicken breasts. But maybe it might be smarter to buy better quality chicken. Oh, this stuff's not bad though. This is decent chicken actually for the price. It's not organic, but it will get you by. So how this started, if you've been following me, I have a lot of new followers. I met up with an older lady in McDonald's with her grandchildren, and she said, if you never want to run out of you know, you don't want to go hungry, get chicken, rice, and beans. Here's my Walmart chicken. Barbecue sauce helps a lot. That flatbread with grape jam is good. No. A concern is it possible that by some means they could possibly jack up our Thanksgiving and Christmas? Yes. So we want to prepare little by little now. So what we can do is we can determine by number of gifts or dollars we want to spend. Use our old decorations and buy the food a little bit at a time. Like I already have like a can of pumpkin pie mix. I have some mashed potatoes. I have some green beans. I have some, I don't know, I have to go through what I have and just each week buy. Now this would be a bummer. guess what, people? No cranberry sauce. Now that would suck. So we'll get a couple of cranberry sauces. Rumor has it on Why on News. Now, I like to watch this foreign news. It looks like it comes out of some Arabic country. And they're so hilarious when they report the American news. Now, at a time like this, it shall be told that Trump's campaign is running out of cash. And the reason this has happened is because he has been campaigning since the day he won. So, I guess, but he can always use, they said, but he can always use his own money. Yes, I guess he could do that. If really, this whole thing. See, look, here's my. I'll try to get some to show you. See how my bacon ends? Will I be starving? No, I like to go heavy on the. I like to go heavy on the bacon ends and light on the beans. Good. So if we find, so I have a little meal plan. Let me show you. If we find cheat meals, all right, so here was the last 7 days what I made so that I wasn't running out of anything. Now I have chicken, rice, and beans because I don't want to be running out of food. And so meal 1 was chicken, beans, and bread. And I have leftover beans. My leftover beans are good. And so now for the next 6 days, I'll be making 6 more beans. So the thing is in order to weather this storm, what we want to do is reduce spending and increase our savings. If we can't save, at least don't spend any money. And so all I've been doing is exercising. If I could work, then I don't have to exercise. But I cannot bring myself to do the exercising indoors. I think it's too unsafe. Okay, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.